I know you guys have a Toyota Tacoma, and this one here is actually from Jersey Mike's himself. He actually came over here and said, hey man, I need some bass boost while I'm eating my sandwich, right? So here's what we got. My name is Ben from Beatsonic. We have our plug and play amplifier kit. Let's get it installed. Alrighty guys, now that we're inside the vehicle, first thing you want to go ahead and do is actually remove this big old trim piece here. To get started, just go ahead and pull on one side, whichever side, left or right, doesn't really matter. And it's all just being held in by clips, okay? So just work your way one way around, like so. Super easy. Right when you remove this trim, the first thing you're going to go ahead and remove is actually these 4 10mm bolts. There's going to be 2 on each side, okay? 1, 2, and another 1, 2 on the passenger side as well. And before we want to go ahead and remove the 10mm, just go and grab a thick blanket, hoodie, whatever you got. Just put it over your shifter, okay? Because the radio is going to come out and just hang out right here, okay? Now that the 10mm are off, carefully go ahead and remove the radio and just kind of have it hanging over. But before you do, see how there's like a little ledge right here? Move your blanket or thick towel up, kind of just have it hang out, just like so, okay? Alright guys, so here's what comes inside the box. It's pretty much going to be our amplifier, the plug and play wiring harness, as well as the instructions manual and some additional foam and mounting tape. But this is pretty much all we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to daisy chain between the factory radio 10 and 6 pin to the factory 10 and 6 pin connector and pretty much have the amplifier stored in an area. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's going to take us about like 5 minutes and we'll show you how it's done, okay? Let's go ahead and open it up. Quick hack guys, open it from the bottom. If you open it up from the top, it's actually way too much stuff to remove and stuff. But if you open it up from the bottom, look at that, straight access, okay? It's a lot easier. Here is our amplifier. We're going to go ahead and install some additional foam and mounting tape, instructions manual, and the plug and play harness, okay? Let's go ahead and set this aside for now. And let's go ahead and remove our plug and play wiring harness. And here it is in its majestic beauty form, okay? Let's go ahead and grab a plastic panel removal tool because these connectors are actually pretty hard to remove, but okay, I just did it with my hands, but they're pretty hard to remove, okay? I'm just that strong, I guess. But it might take you a while to actually get used to go ahead and remove. So in case if you can't remove them, just go ahead and use a tool. Just make sure you push down on this tab here and not the actual like wires or anything. Just push down on this tab and kind of just pull it out, okay? Okay, so the 2 connectors we're going to be working with is actually this one and this one. They're always going to be next to each other most of the time. So I'm just going to remove this one just so I can get access to these 2 connectors, which is the 10 and 6 pin. Okay, and the 6 pin of our connector goes in there, and the 10 pin female goes into the 10 pin there. And then all we're gonna go ahead and do now is just put these back into the respective slots of where we just removed them. This is our wiring harness here. Just go ahead and make sure they click in and plug in the top factory one here. Okay. And next, we have a ground cable here for the 2T1, and we're going to go ahead and remove one of these side screws here. You can use either a Phillips screwdriver or a 8mm bolt, and just kind of bolt it in like that, okay? All right, so I prefer to use a 8mm socket and ratchet, but feel free to use a Phillips, okay? You don't need to remove the bolt all the way, just enough so you can go ahead and slip the ground wire in, like so. Just kind of hand tighten it like that, okay? You don't need to make sure it's like drilled in all the way, just make sure it's just hand tight. All right, here we have our amplifier, which is the 2 series, and we have a front and rear gain adjustment knob. But before we go ahead and do that, I'm just gonna go ahead and put the foam tape that was included just right on top and kind of all around the bottom and the corners, okay? Like so. All right, it's kind of like wrapping a diaper, okay? Next, here are the last two connections that go to our actual amplifier itself. And this gray one here is going to go to the 15 amp fuse here, the gray one, and then the high level input goes to the right hand corner. Okay, perfect. So before we go ahead and mount the amplifier and put it away, let's go ahead and turn on the radio and actually make sure everything works, as well as fine tune our gain adjustment knobs. Okay. All right, so the car is now on, and the amplifier should have a green light indicating it is receiving power. Okay, which is great. Let's try listening to some Beethoven and see what kind of gain adjustments we like, okay? And for this non-JBL Toyota Tacoma, we actually prefer the front gains adjusted to the 2 o'clock position, and the rears actually set at default at 12 o'clock, okay? It normally does come default at 12 o'clock, so this is what we personally recommend, but feel free to plug it in and exactly have everything out like it is now, and just play some music as you keep listening, keep increasing or decreasing the gain to pretty much however much you'd like, okay? It's all personal preference. You don't have to take it from us. You don't have to use our settings. This is just what I prefer, okay? So the front's at 2 o'clock, and the rear is set at default at 12 o'clock, okay? All right, let's go ahead and turn the car off. And the amplifier is actually going to be mounted in the bottom left-hand corner. So if you're looking at the radio, it's going to be at the bottom left-hand corner, okay? All right, so it's pretty much going to be straight down to the bottom left-hand side. You'll be able to see it right now. Okay. So the wiring harnesses are facing up, which I'm holding right here, and it's actually facing straight down right in there. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and tuck away the wiring harness straight down below the radio. All the excess, like so. Just go ahead and tuck it straight down. You can zip tie it, of course, but just make things a little bit quicker. We are just going to tuck it for now. Okay. And let's go ahead and put the radio back. Make sure all the holes line up and everything. And make sure when you're pushing the radio back in, there's not a lot of pushback or anything. And you're not crimping on any wiring harnesses or anything, okay? And all that's left to do is just go ahead and put everything back. Okay, go ahead and grab your ratchet and socket. Here's one. Number 2. 3. Okay, perfect. After the bolts are in, all that's left to do is just pop this panel back in, okay? Make sure you don't do it upside down like I am, okay? I don't know if you can tell this upside down. You probably can tell because, you know, you own the truck. I don't. And give it a good firm push, like so, okay? And that's it, guys. I'm sure Jersey Max himself would be very, very happy now that you can finally listen to some great music while he eats a sandwich. And thank you guys so much for watching our video. It's really easy. Just try it out yourself. It takes you like 5-10 minutes. Okay, maybe like 15 realistically, but yeah, try it out yourselves. And if you guys have any questions or anything, feel free to email, give us a call. And yeah, leave a comment down below if you guys like the video, and we'll see you guys in the next one.